All right, let's talk about something that drives pretty much everyone crazy, the email inbox. It's a source of total chaos, right? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to explore how to take that endless stream of messages and turn it from a headache into a super organized, actionable work hub. Let's dive in. I mean, be honest, how many of those unread emails sitting in your inbox right now are actually just tasks hiding in plain sight? And how many urgent requests are totally buried under a pile of newsletters and meeting invites you don't even need? And that's the whole point. It absolutely shouldn't be. See, your inbox was designed to be a communication tool, a way to talk to people. But somewhere along the line, we all started treating it like a project manager. And it's time to fix that. So let's get into why this is such a huge deal. Because, misusing your inbox isn't just a little inefficient. It can be a genuine project killer, quietly destroying your team's best work from the inside out. You know that feeling, right? It's Monday morning, you open up your laptop, and bam, a solid wall of unread emails. Buried in there are client demands, approvals, critical updates, but who's supposed to handle what? Is there a deadline? Is anyone even working on it? This is exactly how tasks fall through the cracks and deadlines get blown. And this really just shows the massive disconnect. On one hand, you've got email, which was literally built for one thing: communication. Just talking. On the other hand, you have a task tracker, which was built for action, for getting things done. When you try to make one do the other's job, well, you get chaos. But what if? What if you could actually bridge that gap? What if you could take all that communication flying into your inbox and just seamlessly turn it into a trackable, actionable task? Well, that's where the right kind of tool comes into play. So the tool we're digging into is called Email to Tasks. It's an add-on for Monday.com, and its job is super simple but incredibly powerful. It connects your inbox directly to your workspace. It lets any email become a perfectly structured task for your team to jump on. And look, this thing does way more than just make a task. It's smart. It automatically pulls in the subject line, who it's from, and any attachments. It can even route the new task to the right person, kick off entire automations, and of course, make everything instantly trackable. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds complicated to set up, but the absolute beauty of this whole thing is its simplicity. The entire process relies on one little action you already do, like 100 times a day. So picture this. You get an email from a client with a new request. Instead of the old copy and paste routine, you just forward it. You send it to a special, unique email address for your Monday.com board. And just like that, boom, a new task pops up, already filled out with all the important info. It really is that simple. And that's the whole magic of it. All that friction, it's gone. The manual work, the chance for copy-paste errors, all that time wasted switching between apps, it just vanishes. You've turned a simple conversation into a fully trackable task in just a few seconds. Okay, so it's super easy to use. We get it. But what does that actually mean for your team's daily grind? Let's break down the real-world value here. First off, every single request now lives in one central spot, your board, not scattered across 20 different inboxes. And that means you get immediate status tracking. No more yelling across the office, "Hey, did anyone take care of this?" You can see who owns it and exactly where it stands. It also makes every task consistent, which naturally leads to faster responses and opens the door for some seriously powerful automations. And this isn't just for one kind of team, not at all. Your customer support team, they can turn tickets into trackable items. The sales team can log client requests without ever leaving their inbox. Marketing can manage all that campaign feedback, and HR can process candidate emails, all using the exact same simple workflow. But it gets even cooler because it goes way deeper than just grabbing text. You can set up rules to filter emails by who sent them or by words in the subject line. You can automatically assign owners, route tasks to totally different boards. It's basically a customizable engine that you can tweak to fit exactly how your team already works. All right, talk is cheap, right? Does this stuff actually work in the real world? Let's look at the measurable impact based on what teams who use this are reporting. First up, an 80% increase in speed. That's how much faster teams are getting a task out of an email and into their actual workflow. Just stop and think about all the time that saves across your whole team week after week. We're talking hours and hours of productivity just handed back to you. Next up, 100% accountability.
That's a huge promise, but think about it. When every single request from the outside world automatically becomes a tracked item with a clear owner, nothing can slip through the cracks, period. Every client request, every vendor note, it's all accounted for.
And finally, this is my favorite number, and maybe the most powerful one of all, 0. That's the number of tasks that get lost in the clutter of an overflowing inbox. Every single request gets captured, gets tracked, and ultimately gets done.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Imagine a world where your inbox goes back to doing what it was born to do, just communication. And all of your actual work, your tasks, lives in a system that was built for action. What could your team really achieve with that kind of clarity and focus?